check 1 2. It is Friday, December 22nd. End of week recap here for ES and NQ. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Alright, let's get right into it, shall we? I have NQ up here. I'm going to go through the TPO last. Let me get over to the weekly. So, what I've been harping on, pardon me, on Twitter about is this pivot from January of 22. Thought it was November of 22, January of 22. I wanted to see us close above it, and you can say we did. Not with much strength, so I'm very interested to see what next week's candle opens up like. I'd like to see us initially fill this wick and take care of it bullishly. Or we could end up putting in a wick to go higher, but I'd rather see strength quick because we're at a very key level right now on a higher time frame. Speaking of higher time frame, here's a monthly. We are breaking out on the monthly. We have a ways to go up to 17,296 till the zone starts. But this is a monthly, so a lot can happen in there. But this candle will close in a week. So there's the weekly. Didn't close as high as I wanted. Not as strong as the week prior. Just ignore this profile. This profile right here was the past week. So this is Sunday, Monday. So we just balanced all week. For the daily chart, the average range, I've talked about how it's gotten cut so bad. The average range is just ranging from 220 points to 200. So hopefully we can get back up to 300 points a day. But today we didn't even put in the average. So it's a Friday before the holidays, so I didn't expect much. But on the daily, it's hard to tell. It's just a basing doji. I have to see the following candle. It could not be good. It could be all right, but there's not too much relative volume on the candle, so that's good VPA wise. But I would have liked to see us close above yesterday's candle's high, and we did not. So once again, showing a little weakness on the higher time frame. On the 4 hour, each of these are balances. So this is a balance for here. This is a balance for here. It shows the volume, and we closed in this upper node right here. On a micro scale, this is a 4 hour. I'd like to see us hold that, or at least this. And if you were to put these together, if you were to put them together, it's hard to see, but this is the curve. So these two right here add up. So this is one big curve basically, and so this POC right here, this would be a bullish line in sand. This pivot right here, this liquidity. This and this is a week profile. So this is last week when we grinded up, and then we just based this week. And I drew a volume profile selecting this range, and this is what it looks like. We've been in the value area just chopping around. This morning we opened at it and failed from value high, so this is all the volume that it's showing. I guess I could do, I don't want them overlapping, that's why I did that. Alright, and then the 30-minute, the zone's holding very nice. So to go over the TPO chart, you know these balance levels by now. I just multiplied the initial balance. I had to create balance 4. We failed at it. Once in RTH, once in overnight, and once again in RTH. And then we failed again today. And this is Friday, this is Thursday night. So it was a perfect U and then shot right down. And so yeah, on this chart I would look for us to take this zone at 1740, say 1750 to be even, and that's probably what this pivot is. Okay, 75. But yeah, there's another confluence we have right here. So as far as levels I'm watching, we need to get above, for bull case, 1772's line in the sand. So 1740, 1772 line in the sand, and then for us to go higher, and then the level we cannot let go would be right about here at this profile, 16,770, and then we can do one more higher, 16,830. Those two levels are very important. But if you want one more closer, this micro range we're in right here, you cannot lose 851, and we want to break above 1700. But it's a double inside day, so hopefully next week we'll open up stronger. I kind of had a feeling things would slow down. You know, we had a really strong second half of quarter 4, so last year from 2022 to 2023 things flipped right on January 3rd, I believe, so I hope it doesn't happen again. But these are just session profiles of volume. Black is RTH, and you can just see the range we've been in and where we've put in volume. We managed to close once again on the upper distribution curve, so we must hold this curve from 948 low. So I'm sorry, 16,950 low and 1760 high. There's that 1760 number. Now with the weekly, we must take out this week's candle high at 1789. So we have 17,296 above us on the weekly, and then below us 16,490. And then on the daily, we must take out today's high, which is at 1745, and then next would be 1775, and below us we must take out the low if we want to show weakness, which would be 16,897, and then next below that, I'm going to skip them because I'm going to call them one. Next below that I have 16,811, which a lot of these are lining up. If you're not noticing it, write them down or something, or note them down. But this is pretty much the same thing. Want to see us hold 16,950. Yeah, so I just keep repeating, but I really hope this gives you guys a better visual of the range we're in. And then here's ES. On ES, we made it to the balance 6, but never truly really accepted in it. I guess we gapped up into it but rolled back out, so I don't really count that as accepting into it, and we did it again today. So this was a previous resistance zone, you could call, and I have it labeled as offer in excess because it was a nasty excess wick, and then we broke above and held it, and now it looks like there's still a buyer there, so I'm keeping that there. Once again, I don't have this labeled, I'm sorry, this is the weekly. We did not close above a key pivot. Luckily we closed above the previous week high. I really like to see that at least, so that's good. Here is the monthly. We are in a zone for a pullback. I would like to see us hold this zone, but we will revisit this. And the daily, holding the MAs, which just makes me think real quick. Okay, yeah, we're holding MAs on the, riding them nicely too on NQ. So we closed above the previous day high, which is good. Don't like the upper wick being bigger though, especially wicking from what you could call pivot zone. But as long as we hold the MA, I'm happy. We haven't seen the 20 yet. If we do the first time, hopefully that will hold at least. But you can also use this volume by price for levels. So curve. So I expect us to range in this curve and then either break up and range in the next high volume curve or break down and range in the next one below. But yeah, when we broke out of this downtrend right here, it was just a nice ride for the swing traders. This right here is volume only showing where this box is, and so we were balancing, broke up, came back down to the mean of this range, actually the bottom, and then based on the mean, and now we based on the top, and it was absorbed, and we're holding right here. So to be continued. That's a 4 hour, by the way. And just to zoom in the 2 hour and the 30-minute. Now ES levels I'll be watching will be this zone below must hold 47.92 to 47.80. That must hold. And then above to see break, I want to see 48.23 break, and I want to see 48.30 break. After that, I'm looking for 48.53, the end of balance. On the weekly, I want to see next week's candle close above this week's high, fill this wick, and preferably close out of this zone. If not, at least close on here. We must close on this line for a bull case, which would be 48 for bull case. We want to break 48.25 and hold 48.50, 48.65, and then bear case, this low, the low of this candle, 4746, and then below here, which let's just call it 4700. And then we are in a little supply area here in the monthly from 47.80 to 48.63. Could see a pullback to 47.35, 47.02 to expect buyers to continue forward. Once again, this candle will end in 1 month. Now we have the daily. Would like to see this close below this previous candle's low, riding the MA nicely, wicked in this zone, downtrend and ripped. And I already said that, deja vu, sorry about that, guys. That's how you know I've been charting too much. But alright, let me go over the next thing. What I like to do is compare the QQQ and SPY daily candle and weekly candles to the future ones. Looking a lot more bullish on the weekly QQQ. Daily, at least we gapped up and we have that lower wick and closed above there. So I like that on the QQQ. What the heck? It just deleted SPY. Whoops. So SPY, same thing, higher body on the daily. Weekly looking good, closed above that pivot. See how XLE Energy's doing. There's the weekly. Daily, nothing too special. CL, still in this zone I marked last summer. It's a good spot, good accumulation zone, 62 to 72. Grab some Oxy for the long term. Speaking of which, I'll just pull it up. Nice. That's why I grabbed it. Daily. wedging, flat bottom, Microsoft, weekly candle closed above this one, or even, that's good, kind of got a V going on, so I'd like to see another push up. Will we break it? That's obviously not for sure, but the odds are looking pretty high to see a push up. If not, we're going to see an immediate rejection at this level on Tuesday when the market opens. Tesla's a good one. I don't know what that is, but weekly breakout, little dip and run, and then base candle right here could be a 3-bar play setting up to go higher. We could have, and then on the daily shows the breakout a little better. The high, local high is 260. That's nice to see. Nice to see. And then I want to make this quick for you guys for data. Monday we have Christmas. Merry Christmas again, guys. Tuesday, no high impact. You can read it. Right, Tuesday. Wednesday we have no high impact, and by high I mean red. High, medium, and low. Thursday we have three stars. High impact, initial jobless claims, pending home sales, and crude oil inventories. And then Friday we just have this here you can read. So yeah, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and thanks for tuning in.